Hello everyone, I'm Tammy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing all of the Valentino Donna Born Roma fragrances that I currently have in my collection. So if you've been following my fragrance journey for a while, then you'd already probably know how much I love this line. It all started with Donna Born Roma Intense, and then I added the Donna Born Roma Gold, and later my husband surprised me for my birthday with Donna Born Roma Original and Cora Fantasy. So the gift set came with a miniature of the original, which turned out to be perfect because it allowed me to really test the fragrance before sharing my thoughts. As I talk about each fragrance, I'll put a screenshot of the notes on the screen for anyone who is curious, but for this review, I really want to focus on my personal experience, how I wear them, when I reach for them, and how I honestly feel about each one. And before we get started, my ranking may surprise some of you because one of these fragrances took me a while to appreciate, while another one is still my absolute favorite. So let's get into it. Starting with Donna Born Roma Intense, this is my favorite from the entire collection, like easily. Everything about this perfume just works for me. The scent profile is absolutely beautiful. It smells rich, addictive, feminine, and the longevity is amazing. So out of all the fragrances in my collection, this one is one of those perfumes that I never get tired of wearing. I have worn this in spring, summer, and evenings, and it performs beautifully every single time. To me, this is the perfume I reach for when I really want to feel confident, sexy. I wear this for date night, evening events, special occasions. So this is usually the one I grab. And every single time I wear this perfume, someone somewhere would definitely compliment me. So if you do love warm feminine fragrances and you're looking for something that feels elevated and perfect for evenings, I think you would absolutely love this one. This is also the easiest to repurchase in my collection. If I ran out of this one tomorrow, I wouldn't even think twice about buying another bottle. Now, let's move on to Donna Born Roma Gold. This one literally smells like summer vacation in a bottle. The moment I smell it, I think of sunshine, I think of vacation, I think of warm weather, I think of beach trips and just having a good time. So this fragrance is fun, it is uplifting, it is bright, and honestly puts me in a good mood whenever I wear it. It has become one of my most rich perfumes during summer because it feels amazing. And can we talk about the bottle for a second? I love the fact that Valentino kept the same bottle design across the collection, but the gold detailing on this one is absolutely gorgeous. It shines beautifully and honestly matches the vibe of the fragrance perfectly. If someone asked me what fragrance from Valentino I would recommend specifically for summer, this would probably be my answer. This fragrance is definitely staying in my collection and I can see myself reaching for it every summer for years to come. Now let's talk about the original Donna Born Roma. I was actually really excited to finally try this one because I started my Valentino journey with the intense version first. So I've always been curious about what the original smells like, and I also just wanted to know where it all started from. So when my husband surprised me with this one for my birthday, I was genuinely excited to finally experience it for myself. And honestly, it felt exactly how I imagined it would be. It's soft, it is feminine, it is girly and beautiful. The Born in Roma DNA is definitely there and I immediately recognized it. I wasn't really surprised at all because it smelled really familiar and I already honed the intense. But compared to intense, this one feels more gentler and calmer. It is not heavy, it is not trying too hard, and it's just effortlessly pretty. This has become more of an everyday fragrance for me. I wear this for office, brunch events, girls outings, even when I run errands. It is just so easy to wear for me, and I personally don't reach for it as much at night because the intense version gives me that confident evening vibe that I love. I've actually worn this for evening outings before, and while it worked perfectly fine, I still find myself preferring the Intense for those occasions. But fragrance is personal, and that's just my preference. One thing I really wanted to do before reviewing this fragrance was spend enough time with it, and that's why I started wearing the miniature first. And as you can see, I've almost finished it because I wore it consistently for about a week before deciding how I truly felt about it. I wanted to be convinced enough and understand the fragrance profile before sharing my opinion. And honestly, after wearing it consistently, I completely understood why so many people love the original. So if you're looking for the easiest everyday wear in the collection, I think this is probably the one I would highly recommend. And yes, I could definitely see myself repurchasing this one in the future. The next Valentino Born Roma to review would be Coral Fantasy. This one is definitely the hardest for me to adjust to. I've never really owned a kiwi forward fragrance before, so this scent profile really felt very different from what I normally gravitate towards. So at first, I honestly wasn't sure how I felt about it, and compared to the other Born Aroma fragrances, this one feels the most different to me. I personally don't get as much of that classic Born Aroma DNA from this one, and all I could really focus on at first was some of the individual notes. Because of that, it took me a while to adjust to the scent profile, the sillage, and also the overall performance. But then something happened. On a hot day, I wore this fragrance and I received compliments throughout the day. And what surprised me was that I could barely even smell it on myself anymore. And that really made me look at the fragrance differently. I started paying more attention to it and giving it more chances. And honestly, it slowly started growing on me. I still get that kiwi note and it feels different from the rest of the collection, but I've definitely learned to appreciate it more. So I would say that this fragrance performs much better on my clothes than it does on my skin. So on my skin, it becomes much more softer after a few hours, but on the clothes I can easily smell it for over 5 hours. If you enjoy fruity fragrances and you're looking for something different from the traditional Bon Aroma DNA, I think this might be worth trying. Would I repurchase this one before the Intense or the Gold? Probably not, but I am happy to have it in my collection, and the more I wear it, the more I find myself enjoying it. Overall, I genuinely love the Valentino collection. What I appreciate most is that every fragrance has its own personality while still feeling connected to the collection. So the Intense makes you feel rich, sexy, confident, addictive, and the Gold makes you feel like, bright, fun, vacation ready. The original feels soft, feminine, and effortless, and the Coral Fantasy feels unique, playful, and just unexpected. I also appreciate that these fragrances perform really well for me. Most of them easily last over 7 hours, and I continue to receive compliments whenever I wear them. And if I had to rank them today, my number one is still gonna be Donna Born Aroma Intense, followed by Donna Born Aroma The Gold, and my number 3 would be the original, and my number 4 would be the Coral Fantasy. And honestly, that is not because Coral Fantasy is a poor fragrance or the scent profile is not so good. It simply took me longer to understand and appreciate it more than others. At this point, I feel like I'm slowly becoming a Valentino collector because every time I try another Bon Aroma flanker, I find something new to love. The next ones on my list are Extra Dose and Green Extravaganza, and I cannot wait to eventually add them to my collection. If you own any of these Valentino fragrances, please let me know in the comment section which one is your favorite. How long does it last on you? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your rankings as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.